A Flint hospital is facing 2 lawsuits tonight after allegations of racial discrimination. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sadie Hughes.
And I'm Bill Harris. Flint's Hurley Medical Center and its president are named in 2 federal lawsuits claiming 2 hospital workers were fired over the color of their skin.
And one of the people fired was the medical center's top attorney. NBC 25's Drew Moore looked into the allegations and talked with representatives from both sides. He joins us live in the newsroom with more. Drew?
That's right. Both lawsuits were filed within the last 3 weeks by Flint attorney Glen Lenhoff. Lenhoff saying both of his clients should have never been let go, an allegation Hurley strongly denies.
Then you consider whether the case has merit. And if it does, then I typically go forward.
Attorney Glen Lenhoff is representing plaintiffs in 2 new discrimination lawsuits against Hurley Medical Center in Flint. Lenhoff filed a lawsuit in federal court against the hospital for what Lenhoff says was a sudden and warranted dismissal of William Smith on January 13th.
He was the general counsel, the top lawyer in the whole corporation. He's an executive vice president. And
Lenhoff says the dismissal was because Smith, who is African American, often spoke out to hospital executives about racial equality issues within the hospital.
I do think it was retaliation because of Bill's complaints of what he perceived to be racial discrimination going on at Hurley.
Representatives from Hurley Medical Center released this statement regarding Smith's termination. Quote, "The claim is in litigation. Hurley denies the allegations of Mr. Smith and will defend the case aggressively. We choose not to comment further on pending litigation." A second discrimination case filed by Lenhoff on behalf of Nancy Rocheval was filed on January 23rd. Rocheval, a Caucasian nurse, claims she was laid off because of her color, not job performance, and standard hospital procedures to lay off employees weren't followed.
It's in our contention in Ms. Rocheval's case is those procedures were not followed.
Representatives from Hurley released a statement on Rocheval's lawsuit saying Hurley denies those allegations and will defend the case aggressively. We choose not to comment further on pending litigation. Lenhoff wouldn't disclose what damages he was seeking other than to say they would include
the lost wages, the lost benefits, and the emotional distress and punitive damages.
Lenhoff says both cases are now in the discovery phase, which allows both sides to gather evidence in the case. He also says cases like these often take 1 to 2 years to work their way through the legal system. Reporting in the newsroom, Drew Moore, NBC 25 News.